we're going to see is a major contrast. You're going to see Vice President Harris, who cares about everyone, who has a plan to lift up the middle class, versus Donald Trump, who's in this for himself and for vengeance. You're going to see kindness and empathy out of our Democratic speakers, which, again, you don't see from the other side. But in the end, I think we're going to see energy, we're going to see inspiration, and we're going to see hope.
Why is Wisconsin so important to this election from an outsider?
Well, Wisconsin is obviously a very important battleground state. It was decided by just a handful of votes the last time, but I'm confident. I'm confident that the contrast that we see of having a candidate focused on the future, like Vice President Harris, versus one focused on the past, like Donald Trump, will lead to a big victory in Wisconsin, and that'll lead to a big victory for the Vice President.
What was your reaction to going into today and what do you hope continues on for the rest of the year?
Well, certainly hearing from the president and the great work he's done. What an incredible American, always putting the country in front of himself. And then to hear from those three women, including Hadley Duvall from Kentucky, about what Donald Trump's abortion bans have done to them and what they face. Their courage in stepping out in front of 20,000 people and millions of Americans of sharing their pain helps people see how real and how harmful Donald Trump's policies are. I'm really proud of them, and it can't be easy to share those stories.
Now today is, of course, all about the future, but yesterday was in a sense kind of Joe Biden passing the torch to Vice President Kamala Harris. What does the future mean to you campaigning this election season?
Well, future means opportunity. More opportunities for good jobs for our families. More opportunities for affordable health care. And more opportunities to own your own home at a time that it's gotten difficult. The opportunities to live that American dream and to have the freedom to make your own decisions, whether that's about your body or decisions that you make in your daily life. So I'm very excited about tonight, tomorrow, and then of course Thursday, which are all going to be about painting the picture of a hopeful future. That's what America's about. It's not about looking back and getting vengeance on your perceived enemies. It's about trying to build a better life for people.
On this evening, 20 years since Obama's 04 speech, the country feels a lot more divided than that picture that he laid out. What do you think we're going to see tonight from him, and how do you kind of see that legacy?
Well, our country may seem more divided, but I think people have reached their breaking point. They are just exhausted about the constant back and forth. Not everything is red or blue. Not everything is Democrat or Republican. But it's going to take moving past Donald Trump to get us back to a place where we recognize that we're Americans first. And a lot of things out there aren't bipartisan. They ought to be nonpartisan. Getting back to economic development that is nonpartisan. Getting back to supporting our armed forces. Getting back to recognizing that we have real enemies abroad and that we are not each other's enemies. We got to get past the name calling. And this election is going to help us do that. I know Kamala Harris and I know Tim Walz. They're good people. They're going to represent all of America. We're going to move forward in a better way.
All right, everybody. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Thank you.